what happens when you realize that you are being actively stalked?
Into full starfish shape. I go, bing, 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 bing.
Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Bored AF. Today we are playing an RPG called Definitely Human, led by a gosh darn icon, Aabria Iyengar.
Hi, y'all. Would you like to tell a story?
Yes.
With your guidance.
And the help of some dice.
Okay.
We'll do it.
Aabria is here to lead us into chaos. Like the video if you haven't already. I mean, you should have as soon as you clicked on it. What were you doing?
I am ready to play.
Am I supposed
am
to talk
too.
now? So we're gonna be playing a one-sheet game called Definitely Human. All improv. Occasionally we'll bring a die in to decide how things go. So just as a quick rundown, you have two stats. They are alien and human. You start out with a 3 in each. Whenever you do something that's on the alien side of the spectrum, you will roll a d6. You are trying to roll under your number, so it starts with a 3. Meets it, beats it, so a 3 or lower succeeds. If you roll higher than that, it's considered a fail, and you have to start moving your stats around. You can either raise the opposite stat or lower your 1. We're now playing a fun math game of varying statistics for success. Don't worry about it too much. If you forget how, just lie here.
Hell yeah.
Nothing means anything. Our main conceit is this. You are all the crew of a ship in a very Star Trek future. You have come to observe humanity. All right, Jackie, please introduce us to your character.
Okay, my character's name is Tapioca.
Nice.
Yes.
Tapioca with a K.
Oh, I wrote it wrong and that's on me.
My role is as security officer.
Yes.
My descriptor, optimistic. It's an optimistic security officer
Yes.
with the aliens. I do have one very thick tentacle.
How many C's on thick?
3.
Oh.
How I hide myself from the human world, I have a Halloween costume. And the Halloween costume, it's one of those cowboys. It's like an inflatable cowboy. So
Got it.
Love that.
Nice. Oh,
Oh, Tom.
Thank you.
oh. So my character's name is Bink.
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 Okay.
Bink.
It's a Disney Channel original movie.
Is it?
My brain immediately
sorry.
generated the art for it to affirm you.
yeah.
The thing that makes me stand out as an alien is I am all nubs. And when I mean I'm all nubs, I mean like a Powerpuff Girl. Like I've got no digits. I'm just
Got
like,
it.
bink, right? You see, it all ties together. I've made myself look like low poly Laura Croft.
Yes.
There we go. Can we all see that? Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And I will put that away forever. I would love if Bink was an engineer who repairs things, or maybe breaks things. Because
both.
Bink can hold things. It's like a magnetic kind of like Powerpuff magic thing. But the efficiency is kind of not that great.
Okay, I love that. I love
Okay,
that.
and
Nice.
that is Bink.
I like it.
Sage.
My name is Puppies. I am a scientist. I like to study. I like to understand the humans. I'm scared, deeply. I am horrified, frightened to be here at all times. The thing that makes me stand out as an alien is my absolutely massive eyeballs. They take up approximately 4/4 of my face.
Oh, that's
Hey, did you know that's all of it?
It's the whole face, is what I'm saying. I have a trench coat. I thought it was a trench coat. It is actually a raincoat. It is children's size and has small red flowers on it, but I do hide contraptions in it. And I go,
Oh no.
need some of these?
Please continue, Damien.
I am our ship's communication officer, and I have been studying humanity for years to come up with the perfect name that will blend in. Greetings to meet you. I am TV's Snapchat Montgomery. what is weird about me? I've got a weird skin color, and I've chosen clear. It is, I'm going to say the epidermis of the skin. As we all know, our species has, say it together with me, three layers of skin. So the first one is transparent. The rest is semi-human colored, but it just feels like I'm a little further away than I should be when you're able to touch me. It's a weird sort of just like, huh? And also, I've rolled that I wear out-of-date clothes, so what I have chosen is a suit of armor, a full plate mail.
Incredible.
Thank you.
First question is, what is the name of your ship? If no one yells a thing, I will call on you. So, you know what? Fine, I'll call on you.
Gorgle me, swallow me.
The gorgle me, swallow
The
me.
gorgle me, swallow me.
Ah, yes.
Gorg down the side of me.
The Gorgle Me Swallow Me has been in orbit around the planet now for 2 weeks. Your captain, whose name is Jeffrey, has rallied you all, his main retinue. There's a problem. What's the problem, Tommy?
Oh no, the ship's out of power.
Okay.
Ship's out, I bet we were out of power.
All right. Well, you're the engineer. What do you?
Oh no,
Out
it's
of
on me
power?
to fix. Oh, can you help me press some buttons?
Tapioca's in the bathroom, and the lights went off, and I missed, so I gotta clean that up. I can't help you.
You should be out of there soon.
Tapioca, you stand from the turlet. You look out of the tiny window, and you can see as you are falling into atmosphere. Where are you guys going to crash?
Oh my God! Oh my God! It looks like we're tumbling down to Florida.
The captain runs into this hallway where you're now sort of congregating and looks at you, Bink. I understand that we're falling. Florida is where we will hit. There is a universe in which we don't. Why are you not working towards that?
Listen. Oh, there's no saving the ship.
Okay.
Sorry. Bink tried his best. But I can save us.
No, he said his famous catchphrase again.
Bink
tried his best.
Guys, I know you all know it. But I kind of screwed up. There's only 4 parachutes.
Someone's gonna have to go down with the ship.
Nose goes.
No! I don't have a nose.
Often in human culture, captain does go down with the ship anyway.
Yes.
They also poop in the backyard.
I have heard that.
Yes, Jeffrey.
And everything gets slow, like a crescendo of string instruments as he walks in slow motion and sits at the captain chair, and a steering wheel for a spaceship. He starts pulling up. I can buy you more time. Everyone, you have time to grab one thing, one item. The doors close and he seals it shut to accept his fate.
I immediately run to my lab and I grab up some chemical explosives
Yes, okay.
that I've been working on, of course.
To amplify my powers of communication, I rush quickly to my room. I look back and forth between the 2 most important things in my life. My Dharma and Greg box set of DVDs that I've used to study all of human society, and a megaphone. I make the hardest choice I've ever had to make, and I grab that megaphone to amplify my powers of communication.
I haven't told anyone this, but I have a secret fascination with human dads, and human dads are like engineers, and so like I've been gathering a bunch of little like tools that like kids would get their dads, and so I grabbed my favorite like multi-wrench like little bullshit tool, and so I grabbed that and I'm like, it's my favorite one. I give it a little kiss, I tuck it between my polygon costume.
The polygon boobs, because they are not human anatomy, are also prehensile. They grab the multi-tool for you.
Oh, sick. I was
Naturally.
hoping to not sleep again.
Tactical cleavage is important.
Oh boy, will I run back to my bed where I keep watch. And I see, and there's this little dagger that I got from my mama. And so I grabbed that because I can use that to make sure everyone is safe, and also it's from my mama. And I take that with me, and I jump out of the ship.
Amazing. You are all in free fall, and you pull your parachutes, giant, beautiful, glittering blue parachutes, as this massive ship crashes into the Everglades, and you all look in horror as you gently drift down, as the ship is just crunched upon by a giant gator and pulled into the.
Not the gorgle me swallow me.
It got goggled as well.
Oh no, a fitting end.
Where do you land?
Directly in the shade of a really seedy like overpass. On like the outer sort of rim of Orlando, wherever bath salts are from.
Wherever.
According to my research, that's all of Florida.
You see a tiny child wearing an off-brand like Disney shirt, unzips their like little windbreaker, offers you a bag of what I suppose is bath salts, because I don't actually know what the drug looks like. I'm gonna assume it looks like a Lush bath bomb.
Listen here, Mikey Moose. We need none of your wares.
I will also open my trench coat.
What are you showing off?
In my trench coat is mostly just twigs, sticks, like the kind that you would play fetch with.
The child looks at you, detaches a single bath bomb. Same time. On 3.
And I throw the stick. Fetch.
I would love for you to make our first roll. You gotta make a human roll for me. This is a failure. Because you're a scientist and you focus on studying things, whenever you roll with your like skill, your ability, you actually get to roll 2d6 and take the lower.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll another d6 and pray that your dice get their together.
It's a 3.
Meets it, beats it.
Ooh.
The strength with which you have given the directive fetch has overridden this child's understanding that that's not what people do. What? And they look at you, and they look at the stick, and they run and go get it.
My research has paid off. That's a chihuahua.
Do you now have drugs? What do you want to do?
Good night.
Some of the bath bomb is gone now,
Ooh.
and Bink is laying down.
Listen, everyone. Our Captain Jeffrey Dahmer is dead now. We have to make our way to the center of this planet to start dealing with humanity and meeting their leader.
I did see that all of these cars are driving in one direction toward this Diggy World place.
Diggy World.
Maybe that's the center of the world.
That must
You
be
get
where
to
they
the center
burrow.
of the world.
To the core.
Tapioca, you see that a massive monster, if you will, is barreling down this like paved area headed straight for Bink, who is still on the ground. I cannot overstate that enough.
Well, my tentatail has extreme powers. I don't work out my upper body, but I do work out my lower body. So I start pushing Bink's body with my tail.
Go ahead and make a alien roll for me. You can use 2d6 because this is kind of a security officer thing. It's to Bink.
Defense.
So,
Ooh, it's a 1.
perfect. You successfully roll Bink out of the way.
Yes.
And this massive
Thanks.
truck swings by, and you all see as this thing had kind of started to slow down, one of the back doors swings open. You see a bunch of boxes in the back.
Into the truck we go. Come on, puppies.
Yeah, this seems secure.
Inside the back of this, like, not climate conditioned truck, surrounded by boxes. A couple of them are open. You see stuffed facsimiles of people wearing strange clothes. And you can hear slowly steps coming around towards the back of the beast. As you see 2. Now, you've all studied this separately, so these are humans. You see 2 dogs with the ability to drive come around to the back. They're wearing these like dark gray coveralls.
May I engage in conversation?
I sure the hell wish you would. What are you doing in my truck?
I pull out my megaphone. Greetings! What did you think of that latest episode, am I right? Hello, my name is TV's Snapchat Montgomery. This is my wife, Dharma, my husband, Greg, and our elderly son, the brothers Garcia. We all have sickness and in health, and we must make our way to Mikey Moose, the great healer. Please, we are just travelers in the night. Join our convoy. Get us there.
I need you to make a human roll for me.
Human roll, just with the 1?
No, you get to use 2. You are the comms officer.
Comms officer. Ooh, I rolled 2 5s.
Welcome to failure.
Sure.
I need you to adjust your stats. So either gonna lower human or raise alien.
I open my coat and you can see many twigs, but also the baggie of which I acquired from a child.
Okay, I'd like to
Put it.
I think we can come to some sort of arrangement. If you leave that baggie with me, I will take you to, where are you headed?
We're going to Digger World.
Hey! Hello! This monster thing that you've got going on, the thing that we're inside right now, it wasn't running that well. I know how to fix things. If you want.
You're a lady that knows her way under the hood of a semi-truck?
That's right.
He grabs the drugs and then offers his hand to your nub
Thank you very much.
and escorts you to the front and like pops the hood.
Well, I think that went well.
Yeah, Bink is very seductive.
Oh no.
Ding, ding, ding.
I would like a roll
Yes.
in this moment, but are you rolling human because you are attempting to repair human level tech that you've studied?
It would be the alien.
Yeah, so please-
I am hoping to turn this into a turbo
Yes.
situation.
Please roll alien for me. As the engineer, you roll 2d6. Amazing. What did you do to this big rig?
So are we all familiar with Mario Kart Deluxe 8?
Of course.
No.
Sure.
You
Let's
know
say
when-
we're not.
Okay. Sometimes the track goes up or goes upside down, and when that happens, the vehicle that you're in lifts, and the tires turn sideways and become like little hover.
It's got that little Jetsons like backwards out in the background. Like,
Yeah.
something in a bunch of circles.
Circles. Yeah.
You see these like little veins of like arcane like arteries kind of spread out from the engine and like snake under the entire truck, taking over it, and you see like its entire physiology like changes, breaks down as it becomes a little hover big rig and begins to make the, please make the sound again.
Or,
Love it.
Do you mean they're like,
Both are great.
Okay.
And this guy looks at you and goes, you know what, I shouldn't do, and he spikes the rest of the drugs to the ground. I'm too high for this shit, and then just walks away from the truck.
uh-oh.
So now you have the means to travel and no human to drive, dog to drive it. What do you four do?
You know, we do have all these stuffies here that are able to walk.
Is that a thing you're asking?
They're
me?
able.
Yeah.
These stuffies are pretty mobile, and we got a bunch of boxes here. I think if we, tear off some skin, maybe from Snapchat's Montgomery skin, maybe we'll take one flesh and tie them on there and, threaten them a little bit. Maybe they can power this little area.
That sounds great.
What are we doing?
I guess we're tearing off some of my skin, volunteered by someone else. That's a total Dharma move.
I'm Tapioca.
I know. For me to understand fully, these stuffies that yell twice and then do a backflip, you're gonna tie them all to the front of this human vehicle.
Yes.
As they slowly pull us towards
Yes.
Diggyland.
Yes.
God damn it, why aren't you the engineer?
Sounds fine to me.
I'm optimistic about it.
I'm horrified.
You're not gonna want to watch this next part then.
Please roll to rip your skin off.
Oh, good.
I hate that.
We're gonna make that.
Ooh, that's a 2 and a 5.
You successfully remove layer 1. You're down to 2 layers. Please keep note of that. As you leash up 80, 90 stuffies in a line, and slowly, at half the speed of smell, move down the freeway until finally you arrive at the center of Earth, Diggy World.
Ooh, we're at D World.
You drove under into the sort of like undercity because you came with the stuffies to like refill their shop. So you were given access immediately and you were left to your own devices. So what do the 4 of you do first?
I have been researching this place for years with the pieces that we had access to, of course. It would appear that dogs are the primary species here. Look at them. There's hundreds, standing in shapes.
A woman putting on like a very pretty princess outfit just is staring back at you because you are not having this in a private, like you're not having this conversation anywhere private.
Hey, excuse me. So do you guys have like a leader here?
Well, there's like our shift manager.
They can phase reality into shift. That sounds powerful.
Could you take us? Do you mind?
Take us to your shift leader.
Yeah, okay. Follow me. And she kind of is just like rubbing blush into her cheek. And you are now at the end of this tunnel, and you see like two people dressed, some dressed very casually, some in like big giant costumes like the Pretty Princess that led you here. They're both crying. They look very distraught as they storm out of this room. And you see as the door is sliding shut, the room seems to almost glow red and menacing as you see a woman. She's beefy, she's ruddy, it's hot in there, and you can tell by her whole as she looks at the five of you and says, "Come in."
I whip out the megaphone. Excuse me, shift manager. We know
Get in here and stop yelling. Why is there a child with you?
It is a human child. Hello.
And you see her entire expression soften as she goes into like her training.
I start sobbing.
Please roll a human for me. I don't think this is a scientist roll,
I
so.
don't have anything here, but it's a 2.
Wow.
You made it, and you saw. Yeah, break me off a little of that. She, like, Kong jumps over the table, scattering papers and shift schedules, and comes to you. No, you don't have to cry. What, are you lost? What do you need? What?
I just need to get to the center, that's all. That's where my adults of your species and mine are.
Would you like me to escort you, or are you comfortable with other people from the parks doing so?
They can take me there, just point us in the right direction.
And she pulls out of her pocket, it's not like old and grimy, but it is, hot from body proximity, a little map of the park. And she opens it up for you and points at the castle at the center of the park. That's the center, and that's where you'll find the leader of all of our hearts and joy, Mikey Moose.
Of course.
Okay?
Thank you.
Please, take this what was your name?
Puppy.
You're gonna take little Pup here to the center of the park, have her have a lovely experience with Mikey Moose. And then you're gonna come back here and we're gonna have a discussion about the norms that we set here as cast members at Diggy World.
I lower my visor and say, "Understood," and I walk clear through her desk.
It shatters and splits apart. You gotta give me an alien roll for this, because that's wild and I love it.
One roll?
Yeah.
Come on, give me that 5. It's a 1!
Oh, you made it.
The most alien person I know.
So you're fine, you walk through it, it shatters in half and scatters the rest of her stuff everywhere, and you see the room goes back to sort of sterile, fluorescent white as a little
sterile with all that leg blood on the ground.
And she like follows behind you to shout at you, but she slips in your leg blood, concussing herself, knocking herself out. She's unconscious. You made it.
Woo!
Perfect.
Good job, puppy.
Boss fight
You did it.
achieved.
You did it. All right. You now have a map.
There's a great spire jutting out from the middle of this area. I do believe it is where they house the drill to keep going further and further in the world. This is where Mikey must make his last stand. We will find and kill Mikey, or talk to him. I sort of lost track. I've lost a lot of blood. But either way, we're gonna find that moose.
Bink, why don't you lead us there? Because this guy he's a little woozy.
Quick reminder, you are still below the park in the Undercity.
Oh, we gotta go up.
Yeah.
Could I have a bottle of explosive, please?
Okay, on 3, I've learned their behavior.
Okay.
Go.
Whoa! Oh, no!
Can I quickly try to cover it up with my suit of armor?
Yes. Oh. Okay. First, I want a roll from you. Let's call this an alien roll, and I'll tell you what happens or why if you fail it.
Got it.
Yep. This is an engineering
It's a
thing.
5.
Uh-oh.
Either shift your alien down or your human up. Do you feel something like locking on and like actively seeking you, and it causes a reaction where you cannot hide who you really are in your low poly body. So what happens when you realize that you are being actively stalked?
So that's why I dropped the
Yes.
object. Into full starfish shape. I go bing 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 bing. Blue comes out of my fixed eyes for a minute. And then I go, ah, and whoa, no! And I dropped it.
So what about you changes forever now?
What's changed?
Yeah,
forever?
what's changed you forever?
I am now blind.
Your vision recedes as the juice in your body, allowing vision to happen, leaks blue out of the side of your face.
They messed up my eyeballs.
As this drops and you pass out on top of it.
Yes.
I want you to give me a roll also, but you can decide if this is a human or alien thing because it's neither, so it can be whatever you want.
I'm gonna be rolling alien on this day.
I love this.
Thank you.
Roll.
Give me a 6. Oh, it's a 5.
Failure.
It's a failure.
You do a failure?
do a
Okay, I would like you to adjust your stats, please.
Okay. I'll go human up.
You pass out over this explosion. And why don't you tell me what the explosion looks like? Because it's your bomb.
I was creating a bomb specifically that would be able to eliminate layers of skin. From what I understood, humans only had one.
Yeah.
So it is to peel one layer of skin.
Don't you only have 3? We already took one out earlier.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that earlier. I was trying to get us out of here.
I think it was a lack of communication on everyone's part. And as communication officer, that's on me.
Please erase one layer of skin as a little like sizzle as your skin is sort of chemically exfoliated. As you get back up and you see these two like suited figures down the hall and they point at you and they start running for you. What do you do?
I see the situation, I assess the situation, and I turn to Tapioca and I say, Tapioca,
Yeah.
now.
And the little stuffies from the truck barrel into the underground and they rise up. They encase me into a stuffy suit of armor.
Can I jump in on this?
Yes.
Can I put Tapioca on my shoulders as part of me saying like, Tapioca, now, like this is our thing?
Yes.
So like it forms over both of us?
Oh my god. So please roll to control what's happening in this situation.
Okay.
Just one of those.
Oh, no.
2, 3, oh no!
Agents Screef and Merlot, twins, chiseled, fit. They do have different last names, but it is because they were separated at birth, like from sister. They run towards you, rip off their glasses, throw them on the ground, pull out big, comical, LED-covered weapons, and begin to engage in battle with you all.
Now,
Exactly.
played it.
You ragdoll. What do you do?
I am protecting her,
Yes.
and then I am also facing toward the 2 men,
Okay.
Tia and Tamara.
Yes, it is Tia Screef and Tamara Merlot.
One has a mole.
I do have a fake human suit in which I am made of polygons, and I have two interesting polygons on
Aren't
my
they?
chest.
They're currently grabbing something right
Yeah.
now, correct?
I pocketed it,
Okay.
and so they do eject. They do
Yes!
eject and launch.
Let's go ahead and roll alien for these. Each of these to hit their intended target.
Do you want hands?
Oh my god.
2 6s. That's as bad as it gets.
Pink tried his best. I'm like,
First, adjust your stats, either human up or alien down.
human up.
You are going to start that first failure. That first 6 is you telling me how it went wrong. The second 6 will be Jackie telling me how it's even worse than that.
The first rocket
Yeah.
shoots past the 2 men. They both go as they watch the rocket go by.
Yes.
Boofy's walking through the hallway and goes, "Oh, fuck." The rocket hits Boofy. He blows up. And if it works for the story, it can also make a little hole in the ceiling.
Yes.
Okay. But that's the first one. I've killed Boofy.
Killed Boofy. Second rocket, all you.
It is going through the hallways. It's ricocheting, and it actually scoops up the twins. So it's like the 2 of them are riding this rocket, and they're propelling at us even faster than they were before.
Beautiful. So now they are hurtling at you.
I just gently whisper to you, I'm like, like we practiced. And then I just full tilt boogie woogie sprint at this rocket coming at us.
Yes.
The head of my cowboy hat
Yes.
on my costume is actually metal. So it's almost like we're one large bullet.
I'm like, bullet rhino, gamma formation, go! But it's actually just us running. I'm just kind of in like battle rage, and I'm just like saying
Amazing.
that I think sounds cool.
Go ahead and roll 2d6. 3 is your goal.
I'm a scared scientist. I don't fight.
3 and 1!
That's 2 successes, so you get to both describe what happens here. We'll start with you, we'll finish with you.
We make impact, and we're going faster than the rocket somehow, and we explode, but that ricochets us up into the hole that the first titty rocket made. So we have made it up to the above ground.
The only problem is, as we climb up and up and up, we have to figure out how to land. Another special thing, no longer being weighted down by 3 full layers of skin. I'm in this full suit of plate armor, right? Yeah. Where are there holes? In the ankle area that I was just using to run, which is, we've gotten blasted up, so we're still in our crazy piggyback whatever form. So I quickly think, this is only a very thin layer now. I look at this little boo-boo on my finger and I go, and the only place for the air to go is at the bottom of the ankles. I make a little airbag out of my ankle skin.
Yeah.
Go squamp, right at the bottom. We gently land with our ankle airbags. Thwump.
These two are actively team rocketing up and out the hole. Even as they both disappear, all these stuffies connected by translucent skin drop back down onto the ground, drop onto the forms of Tia and Tamara, the agents, and cover them completely. And then stirring begins. As your skin, this binding agent, this oppressive force that you've been untethered from, claims a new host. Uh-oh. So, what do you two want to do? Because now you're stuck down here with them.
I will open up my coat once again. I will look down at the explosives on one side and the sticks on another. So I'd like to take a stick out, yell fetch is the word I was looking for.
Flesh.
Flesh fetch.
Into it.
There's nothing more human than violence.
That's true. I think that I am trying to use, I have my sticks.
Yes.
I prepared for this. So I think I am trying to use my human skill. It's a 4.
You tell me what happens instead.
So what I didn't account for was this kind of hurling ball of icky, fleshy stuff, just completely sucking in my stick. It just in there. And not only do I not have it, they have it.
Yes.
So now I'm just on the mass trying to
and it's beginning to pull you in.
I have my little switchblade contraption thing. Listen, my aim's bad because I can't see.
Okay.
But I want to try and toss it over to help Puppy get out and slash her way out of the pile.
I'm gonna be mean. You can't see, you did that to yourself. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll both your dice, but you have to take the higher.
Rolling.
Good luck.
2 1s. Come on. Oh,
2 5s.
You're so consistent and I love it. Wow. So you get to decide just one word right now. You or her.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What?
Dang.
Then I pick her. Oh. I hope that's a good thing.
What happens is you throw, it ricochets back into you, hits a polygon, but it's a tiny dad Swiss Army knife, so it hurts, but it doesn't kill you.
Okay.
As the screaming coming from Puppy stops. As you are swallowed.
I'm so sorry.
You are now the stuffy monster.
Oh my God.
Your goal is to kill the rest of the party.
Bro.
And the fight goes on.
I immediately, as this kind of glorb stuffy monster, stand up and assume the shape of a larger Boofy.
Yes! Super boofy.
I'm the super boof. And start just... But I'd like to go for the hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
and pull myself up.
A hand shoots up, stuffies upon stuffies, pulling themselves into the center of this magical kingdom. The aggregate size blocks out the sun overhead as dogs, humans, whatever they're called, these people who are clearly not ready to come to the Galactic Federation's table begin to scream and run away.
I think I know what to do. I pull out my megaphone. I'm like, that's my skin. I'd know it anywhere. If anyone can talk to it, it's gonna be me. I can't. And I say, hey, Layer 1, I'm sorry I threw you aside. Heck, sometimes we all feel rejected sometimes. Thrown by the wayside like a little boy pushing drugs in Orlando. But listen, if you calm down, if you come back to me, I promise I will never make the same mistake again.
You can react however you want in this moment.
Oh, great. I'd like to try and absorb him.
Yes! You both are going to make alien rolls. You get to roll with advantage because you are on mission. Your mission is to absorb.
2 and a 5.
That is a success.
Give me that 1. Oh, those are 2 6s!
So I picture that TV Snapchat Montgomery was kind of standing almost like, the boombox outside of the house, right? So I would like to just, with my doofy mask, boofy mask, pardon, I would just like to go over the entirety of TV's Snapchat Montgomery, and I would like to kind of form Snapchat Montgomery into the center here, since we're kind of translucent with this skin. I'm going to put him in the center like my Teletubby screen.
Yes. You're both on the same team now. Team Absorb. So, who would like to act next?
It's tapioca time.
Who are you talking to?
I strip off my costume. I am completely, fully alien out here in Diggy World. And I take my dagger.
Mama's dagger.
Take Mama's dagger.
God, your eyes choke.
Yes!
Bring my arm back. And I aim it at the neck of the doofy.
Go ahead and roll TD6. That's great for you.
2?
Yeah.
2?
You make it. So, where do you aim for?
The scientist. Because that big old brain.
You throw, you strike true, and the entire Boofy begins to howl with the rage and pain and indignation of the hit. And the ground begins to shatter beneath you as the gravity of whatever this is begins. That got me real good.
I'm so sorry.
I love you. That was great. What would you like to do, Pink?
I feel like all I can do is shout, hello?
We're gonna give you kind of a longer turn on this.
I think I would like to, if possible, try and save TV's Snapchat Montgomery out of the pile if he is still alive.
Yes.
Wow.
I take the blade that's stuck inside me out.
Yes. Oh yeah. Love that.
I feel around. I'm sorry. I bink around.
You pink around.
Bink, 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 bink,
Yes.
bink, until I bink, bink, clang. I found the armor.
Yes.
And I start a cutting.
So what do you want to roll in this moment?
The humanity building inside me wants to save my friend.
Let's go.
Oh.
But like,
That's a
love you.
4.
It's a 4. It's 4.
You make it. So describe for me how you free Tummy Time TV's Snapchat Montgomery.
I take my little sticks and I put him in his pits.
Yeah.
Forklift.
Exactly. Think, 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 and I chuck him out.
Yes.
And he plops down next to me.
We will end with one last moment. Communications officer, you have a one-way comm. Send off one message to the Federation. Did humanity make the cut?
Federation. Kind of sucks down here. God, just don't I don't even have time right now to list the reasons. Oh my God, the tea I could spill. By the way, Puppy's dead. Sucks. Bink tried his best.
Yeah.
That's the t-shirt. TV, Snapchat, Montgomery. Signing off for the last time. Seacrest out.
And you close the channel, and we sort of like pull back and watch as the signal shoots off into space towards the Federation as you all are stranded here, but left to your own devices. But we're not going to tell that story because we're out of time. And that's it.
Thank you so much for joining us for this so special episode of Bored AF. But special thank yous to Aabria.
Thank me.
Yes.
I hated committing to that, and I'm so sorry.
Thank you, but thank no one more than Aabria. Everybody, go to the comments and please type out the exact comment that says, "Thank you, Aabria." Do it. It's polite.
My brain is in hell.
The entire comment section, I expect only comments that say thank you, Aabria. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, hit that bell, get notified every time that we post a new video, and come and join us for new episodes all the dang time. Of not only Bored AF, but lots of fun stuff. Like this one over here. Oh my God, and that one over there. Those are two very good videos. You've probably already followed Aabria at Quiddy at this point, so you could go click and watch those. I love you.
Bye.